Hello and welcome to day one of Connected Educator Month. I said on a previous Ask Ben W video that I was going to try and share some of my learning and engage in the process of connected learning every single day throughout this month, and day one finds me at Manual High School over here, engaged in the process of learning about cognitive coaching to help support teachers and leaders in really self-directed learning and understanding their own goals and their own needs to process and to learn for themselves, and as a really strong structure for empowering teachers and leaders to do that and to own their own growth. So I wanted to reflect for just a moment on that process. The last couple of days have been really strong in terms of the content and of the structures that we've been able to learn, where you really do have a strong, planning conversation with teachers, and you really focus on the states of mind and really sort of consciousness and efficacy, and looking for ways to really upgrade and support their understanding of of workmanship and those kinds of components. But the thing that I feel like might be most valuable to reflect upon is the ways in which we support teacher reflection, the ways in which we support others in uncovering their own needs are not optional. They are not this optional form where we can simply substitute our own thinking for their thinking. And I think so many times we substitute our thinking for their thinking, or we try and shortcut their thinking to get them to the place that we want them to be. And I think we do that with adults, and I think we definitely do that with students as well. And so, on this first day of Connected Educator Month, the question that I'm going to be asking myself, and hopefully that you might be asking yourself and one another, is how do we not shortcut our own learning or shortcut the learning of others? How do we support the thinking and the deep learning that is required for growth? How do we empower that to happen? And I think there's an answer in there about asking questions and structuring thinking and mediating thinking and conversations, but I think it's probably just broader than that. How do we stop substituting our thinking for someone else's? How do we stop trying to shortcut and say, you know what, I've got this figured out. You don't have to do any of the thinking. You don't have to work to incorporate it. And I think more than anything else, if we can make that happen, if we can not shortcut the learning of others and substitute our thinking for their thinking, I think we're going to be in a better place. And I think connected educators will abound. They will be self-directed, and they will find their own entry points, rather than it being just a couple of connected learners and leaders who are leading the charge, and everyone else just has to follow. That's not going to work out for us so well. So anyway, that's day one, Connected Educator Month. How are you learning on day one? How are you connecting on day one? I'm interested to hear your thoughts. Thanks for thinking along with me and not shortcutting my learning.